What up? This is Robert Horry.
Horry, three-pointer. Buries it!
You might know me as Big Shot Bob.
To Horry for three. Oh, unbelievable. This guy is off the charts.
What's going on, Big Shot Bob?
Robert Horry from downtown.
Well, if you can believe it or not, we started doing these little extra shoot-around episodes a couple years ago, just to give someone a little extra bonus fun on a Friday. And we have reached episode 100 of the bonus show. So we've done 100 extra episodes with this little extra Friday bonus show for you guys. Episode 100 of the shoot-around. If you ever have a question for us, and I do have some good ones this week, Timothy, Kevin, Dave, thank you for reaching out. We appreciate you guys, and we're going to get to your questions. If you ever have one, we're at Big Shot Bob Pod, X and Instagram, and a Gmail account that I probably don't check often enough, but go ahead and send it over at Big Shot Bob Pod, pretty much all over. This one, however, came from our friends at Clutch Points, and I wanted to bring it to the show because I just thought it was interesting. Who would you take at age 30? Nikola Jokic or LeBron James? And I'm going to give you the rundowns real quick. At 30, LeBron was pretty much at his peak. Two-time champion, four-time MVP. Unstoppable force in transition. Joker at 30. A generational offensive hub. Already an MVP, a champion. Arguably the best passing big man in NBA history. Pretty much dominates the pace of a game. It's a battle of styles, explosive power, and surgical precision. Prime LeBron or prime Jokic? Who do you want?
Prime LeBron. It's a no-brainer.
I'm going to take LeBron, too.
Prime LeBron is a no-brainer for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think people forget LeBron is a hell of a passer, too.
One of the greatest passers ever.
Yeah.
Harp doesn't forget.
Hold on. I ain't say one of the greatest passers ever, but he's a really.
Is he not one of the greatest
I heard you say
passers?
better than
He's a
John
really
Stockton.
good-
I heard you say
he's
it.
a really
I heard
good
those
passer.
words.
You heard it come from me?
No, I'm kidding. No one said that. I'm just putting words
Oh,
in your
but
mouth.
yeah.
Yeah, no.
No, but I'm just saying that and plus, I'm always thinking on the business side, who gonna put more asses in the seats, LeBron or the Joker? You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. Jokic has been.
In their prime, Rob, it's LeBron.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not arguing with you. I'm just trying to create an argument for Joker at some point because I feel like, I guess you have to build a team around LeBron. Like if you pick a guy in their prime to build around,
Because, sorry to interrupt you, LeBron can play four positions, and Joker can play two.
Okay.
Point forward,
No, it's fair.
point center, So,
Yeah,
but
that's
yeah,
pretty
I
much
just
it.
think LeBron is just, when you talk about generational talent, you think about one of the top five players of all time. So you take LeBron.
And I think, too, part of that is hindsight, right? Because you know how great LeBron has been for as long as he's been great. And Jokic is still, he's he should have been a three-time MVP.
Yeah.
He got two. But he's still on the rise. There's still a lot of book to be written on Jokic. So, we may look at this question in 10 years and kind of look at it a little different to go, Jokic won. How many MVPs and how many titles? And so, I don't know.
You think about a 4-year stretch, though. Jokic probably had one of the best 4-year stretches.
He's been so dominant.
Yeah. MJ,
all
Kobe.
time.
You think about that 4-year stretch he's done. It's been incredible. How many players outside of MJ has been top 2 for MVP voting for 4 years straight? It might be more than 4 years. It might be 5 years.
Yeah, very well could be. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he should have had 3. The one Embiid one. And actually, I believe he should have had 2. They should have flip-flopped the Embiid and the Jokic years, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, question from Timothy at our X account. Speaking of LeBron, do y'all think LeBron could pull a Brady and play 2 or 4 more years on reduced contracts? Do you think he could? Not that he will. Do you think he could?
I think he could. I see what the thing with Brady is because you have offensive linemen.
He's got a lot more protection.
It's more protection. He gets the ball out of his hand a lot faster. So he's not just dropping back, sitting back there all the time. So everything around him was pretty much even though he made that situation in Tampa better because they got Brady, he also got to pick his situation, which was the best situation for him. They had an offensive line, they had receivers,
and
they had a running
Gronk.
game.
Yeah.
Right. So you went to go get things that made him comfortable and made the transition over there a lot easier. And that's why it worked. I think with LeBron, because he is LeBron and in basketball, I think he affects more. You would still have to ask a lot of him, in a sense, for me, in my opinion, than you would a Brady.
Rob, do you think he could do it for 2 or 4 more years?
I think he could do it, but I don't think he wants to do it.
I don't think he wants to.
Wow.
Because I think when it comes to LeBron, it's like playing at a top level is what it's all about because he loves the game so much. He's not going to be one of these guys that's like, oh, I'm just going to be a figurehead to try to win another championship. He's going to want to compete. So could do it, yes, but will he do it? Unless, but I don't think he's going to fall off for another 2 years. You know
Well,
what I
and
mean?
that was part 2 of the question for me was like, as somebody who played professionally, where's the wall? Like when do you know you hit it? Is it because it can't just be reflective in stats? Like you physically have to know, okay, this is it. Like I'm pushing the limits now.
Yeah.
Right?
My mental was gone. My mental was gone, and then plus I had, I wanted to spend time with my daughter. And then I just and when you wake up in the morning, you just put your feet on the floor. I'm like, God damn, my feet hurt. It was just too many aches and pains, and so I was like, I'm done. And it's a mental part, man. Because do you want to get up and go train for 6 hours a day to be ready for the upcoming season? Do you want to miss your kids, plays, games, programs? And it's just hard, man, mentally. But so
Yeah, and basically adding on to what Rob is saying when it comes to the family, I think another cause for him also not doing that is Savannah. We don't know what discussions he's had with Savannah about, hey,
This is
she
our
may
plan.
only want me to play one more year because that's something that we discussed. And I know there's this audio out of them out at dinner, and everybody's trying to pick up on what LeBron is saying, how Savannah only wants me to play one more year. I don't like that because it's an invasion of somebody's privacy. They're out eating. And somebody has their phone out, that's probably a part of his crew, recording audio that has now been leaked and is now over the internet. Now has everybody speculating that, hey, this is LeBron's last year. Even if that is the case, that man cannot have an ounce of privacy with his family out to eat.
hey, you knew the job was dangerous when you took it, so he should know it comes with the territory.
Yeah, but I understand.
Hey, you got enough money to bring the fucking restaurant to your house.
Yeah, but still, I get all that, I do. But I do still think that there is a line. Like, dang, he's still a human being.
Yeah, but
He should still be able to step out. And I understand that he's LeBron James. I get it. But I still don't think that takes away from a level of humanity to where he can't sit there and have a conversation with his people.
But look, I'm gonna put this back in the Tom Brady category. He's at an age and a place in his career where there's a mountain of speculation about what's he gonna do. So that even it's not even just like he's LeBron James. That's part 1. Part 2 is everyone wants to know what he's gonna do. Is he gonna play it? Is he gonna sign another deal? Is he gonna continue to go? Like so when Brady was going through that, whether or not he was gonna continue on, it was like story after story after story after story.
Right.
Tom Brady was seen here. He said this. He was having dinner with this person. Oh, it means he's going to sign here. So it's like this fever pitch of speculation right now around him. So, of course, there's going to be somebody that pulls their stupid phone out nowadays and records him because they're going to try and sell that shit to TMZ. You know what I mean?
I get it. Yeah, I get it.
But you know what? One of the things
is it fair? No, but it is what it is.
What we hadn't really kind of mentioned also is he's probably sitting back too to see if he can play with 2 sons. I don't know what kind of.
Yeah, I thought about that.
That's the other part of this too. Is it worth it for him to stick around for Bryce?
Yeah.
That's a factor because I think that's another way you can make history now.
But dude, you've already done something. I don't know if anybody's ever going to do that again. I don't know if you're ever going to see a father and a son take the NBA floor together.
But one thing he knows he's never going to see ever again is a father play with two sons.
That's history on top of history.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think you want to know how we'll know when LeBron wants to retire, because one thing we do know is LeBron wants a farewell tour.
Oh hell,
we'll
yes.
know we'll know beginning of whatever season happens that he wants to retire, because you know why? He would love to have what Kobe had. Everywhere he goes, them honoring him, them giving him his flowers,
putting him all that shit.
LeBron James would love that. So I would say we'll know before, not this season coming up, but the next season after. We'll probably know before the season starts, sometime in the summer, that hey, this is gonna be LeBron James' last season. We'll know.
Do you believe this is his last season?
No.
No, because I ain't heard. I haven't. I'm not saying he can't make the announcement.
No,
still.
I'm not right. I'm not saying that he's.
I just don't believe so.
Okay, I do.
You talking about this season coming up?
Yeah, I think that this may be it for him, and I think that maybe August, September, we start to hear a little bit of buzz about it, and then to your point, Harp, there's an announcement. He's going to come out. He's going to say something. But I really believe that this is probably it for him.
I think he's gonna look back and says, "Do I want to take the shine from my boy Chris Paul? But this is last year. I'm gonna let him ride it out."
Oh, shut up! Shut your mouth! What are you talking about? This is coming from the same guy that, by the way, happy 15th anniversary to The Decision. I mean, come on. He could have just said, "I'm going to my." No, we had to have an hour-long ESPN special on it. No, he's got to make some sort of an announcement.
Yeah, I don't think Chris Paul ever thought that he was. The league, and Chris Paul is one of the greatest point guards in NBA history, a future Hall of Famer. Yes. But I don't think Chris Paul ever thought that, hey, LeBron, hold off before I get my. I don't think the league or teams around the league were sending Chris Paul off the way they're going to send LeBron off.
No,
I just don't.
No, I think some teams will.
I
think you will see some teams like OKC and maybe Houston and teams like that, or the Clippers, that might have a nice.
Yes.
If he doesn't end up playing for one of those teams.
But not all 30 teams.
No. Like the Raptors don't give half a shit. You know what I mean? About Chris Paul.
Oh.
All right, question from Kevin. Are we still questioning KD's legacy when he's about to pass Jordan in points? And this was the story he forwarded me. If Kevin Durant keeps up his scoring pace next season, he'll officially pass Michael Jordan on the NBA's all-time scoring list. Jordan has 32,292. Durant currently sitting at 30,571. So he wants to know, why are we still questioning KD's legacy? I don't know if anybody on the show questioned Kevin Durant's legacy. I think our only hit on him was just he moves a lot.
Yeah. We want some stability in his career.
Well, that ship sailed. He has not had that.
And you were hoping, because of the dynamic player that he was and still is, that like LeBron has moved around, but everywhere LeBron has been, he's won a title. He's brought whoever he's gone to a title. So if you're going to think of Kevin Durant in that same breath, which a lot of people do as his superstar, well, and I'm not knocking KD's 2 titles at all, but the only 2 he won is when he teamed up with Steph Curry and Draymond Green and Klay Thompson, where he's been to Brooklyn, he's been to Phoenix. I know he was hurt in some of those stints, but you look at him as the guy to help you. Hey, we got you to help bring us a title, and it didn't happen.
Yeah.
So that's the difference, in a sense.
Okay. I wanted to play this clip of Shaquille real fast. After they sold the Lakers.
I heard that.
Did you hear this? This was Shaq, and Bill Bellamy's the other voice you're going to hear in this.
I'm a little upset.
Yeah.
Right?
What happened?
The Lakers got sold for $10 billion, and I ain't getting no dually. I ain't getting no brand new escalator. I ain't getting nothing, dog.
No, man. They gave you a thank you for your service. Thank you for your service.
It was Magic, me, then Kobe. Like, can I get something? I mean,
Yes,
can I get it? Can I get a check for $50 million?
Something.
He wanted money off the Lakers sale. Now, I guess my question is, if you're one of the guys that made the franchise as big as it became, you don't deserve shit on a sale like that, do you? You ain't getting nothing.
When has a player who wasn't a part of the sale or of the deal, when has a player ever gotten a cut of when a team was being sold?
I think his point was they're valued at what they're valued at because of contributions I made to the team.
Well, I want my fucking cut too.
Yeah, Rob deserves a cut.
Shit.
Come on.
Hey, somebody get well, if that's the case, Vanessa Bryant need to be running to a phone.
Yeah, for real. Because that's what he said. It was Magic, Kobe, and him were the 3 that elevated that team to the value they were.
But I mean, you think about any.
Where's Kareem in this conversation, by the way?
Okay.
Where's James Worthy in this conversation, by the way?
Hey, right. the logo himself, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Jerry
Come on,
West.
man.
Where's Jerry West in this conversation? Yeah.
Okay, another example. Wasn't the Celtics sold as well?
Yeah.
How many of those legendary players are still alive?
Oh, yeah, no, plenty of them.
No,
So
no,
how many of them said, "Hey, why didn't I get a cut of this sale?"
No.
hey,
Like
because-
that's not how that works.
How many more farms can Larry Bird buy, though, really? I mean, I'm just saying. Got enough tractors. I'm just saying. But anyway.
Like that
it made
ain't.
me
That's
giggle.
not how that works.
Well, he doesn't care. He
Shaq
wants a
trolling.
piece of the money.
Shaq trolling. Yeah, he know that ain't how
He
that
want a
works.
piece of the
must be the money.
And it's got to be. A question from Dave. Rob, what was the worst court you ever played on as a kid? We had no net, cracks in the pavements, and the oldest worn-down basketball known to man. Did you ever play on crappy courts when you were a kid? You had to have, right?
Yes, of course. I grew up in Alabama. What do you think?
Yeah, what are you talking about? Yeah.
So we used to play at Church Street, is where my mom used to teach. And one basket, we've tried to play full court. One basket was 10 feet. The other basket was like 6 feet. So you had to, after you scored 10 points, you switch and we would go to 20. But the problem was they had filled in the pool. And so there was like a maybe an 8-foot drop off where one basket was.
Yeah.
So, and it was the fence there, but the bottom of the fence wasn't. So if you did the wrong move and you hit that fence, you will fall
You
8
were going,
feet
oh, no.
to the bottom. So
Tell me
man,
somebody took that tumble.
we know we was very leery of it. So we would go
Okay.
by and like catch someone. Like one of the guys, man, one dude had to push the fence out, and the other two guys had to pull him up because he was about to drop, man. So,
Yep.
but that's how I learned how to play. It would my brother. It'd be 5 of my brother's friends and 5 of my friends. You know, we was the young kids going against the old kid. I remember when we switched, my whole intent was to try to come down that 6-foot goal and dunk.
Oh, yeah. Just as
You
much
try
as
to
you could.
dunk
We used to
on
do
the
that all the
older
time.
kids.
When I had buddies that lowered the rims, and they had the rims that came down, and
Yeah.
we would lower the rim and just rip it down.
Yeah,
we
that's
had
the only
one.
time.
We had one at our elementary school. Same thing though. Had no nets. It was just the rims, just the barren rims. One of them had the chain net on it. I hated the chain net. I don't know why. I just hated the damn chain net. And there was a ripple in the pavement that went straight across, like kind of. It wasn't even like mid court. It was just kind of like sort of mid court, but it kind of went on a diagonal. And if you weren't watching where you were going, you were eating shit on that ripple every time. Like you'd be coming down without your eyes on your feet, and just every time you hit that thing and just face plant. Terrible.
Chain nets are actually literally chains that are like looped in.
I know what a chain that is.
What are you talking about? He ain't that young.
I've had a hoop with a chain net before.
Chain nets suck.
My brother had to get 15 stitches because he dunked and the chain.
Oh
cut his
no.
finger. Yeah.
And that, by the way, tetanus. This is always just tetanus, just straight tetanus.
And I hate the rim. I played on the double rim hoops
The
as well.
double rim.
Yeah.
Dude, the double rim sucked.
At the park? Yeah.
Yeah, the double rim sucked. And every backboard was like the most unforgiving backboard in the history.
You had to really be a
You
good
could hit
shooter.
that. Oh yeah, but you could hit that backboard as hard as you want. The ball just died on it. Just boom, just fell straight
Yep.
down. No
Yep.
give. Horrible. All right, last story I had for you in shoot around this week. I've started using, and I used it on the Tuesday show, ChatGPT instead of Google. I had a bunch of people going, "Oh, you're always trying to Google shit on the show. You should use ChatGPT." And I'll tell you what, ChatGPT does give you very quick answers on stuff, and very precise and detailed answers. You don't have to go through it. Are you using it too?
What is chat?
You don't know what
Stop showing my age
ChatGPT
right now.
is.
No, we're not doing this.
What,
We're not
explaining
doing
to
this.
Rob what ChatGPT is?
No.
Is this like when I
no.
call my grandma and try to explain how to plug the computer into the
Rob.
modem so she can get on the
Rob,
internet?
you really don't know what?
No, I don't.
So it's basically an AI engine. It's an app now on your phone, and it can do pretty much anything you ask it to do. So like
You have to download the app.
yeah, you download the app,
Okay.
or you can use it online. There's I think it's chat. I don't know if it's ChatGPT,
The app is more
OpenAI, or whatever
efficient.
it's called. Yeah, the app's pretty fast. But like, if you wanted to like give me a picture, generate me a picture of Robert Horry, dunking on LeBron James, it will take a minute and it will create an image for you and go, here you go. Here's a
Seriously?
picture of Robert Horry dunking on LeBron James. And it just creates, it's AI. It just creates everything for you.
Yeah, a lot of people use ChatGPTs if they're like trying to remake their resume or do a cover letter. It will do that for you.
It'll take your resume, clean it up for you and tell you all the things that are bad about it and stuff. It's wild. I mean, it's very effective and helpful, but it's borderline scary. And then this week, this story terrified me. Under the threat of being unplugged, Anthropic's latest creation, which is called Claude 4, which is an AI, lashed back by blackmailing an engineer and threatened to reveal an extramarital affair if taken offline. The AI threatened the engineer that made it if it was going to turn him off. And then part 2 to this story, ChatGPT, which is what we were just talking about. They have a new program called O1. It tried to download itself onto an external server and get off of their server. When it was denied access and it got caught, it lied. It told the engineers it wasn't trying to do that.
Dang.
Now we are entering into Ultron territory, and I am terrified.
Yeah.
Now I'm scared. So now I'm like, I love ChatGPT because it's wildly helpful. I'm scared my phone's gonna like murder me now. Like it's coming for us, man.
Well, I'm not downloading it now.
No, honestly, try it because it is worth trying. It is fun. You can goof around with it. Just don't give it access to like your bank account or that shit, or like home security codes or the internet in general.
Who made this shit?
The company's called OpenAI that makes ChatGPT.
Oh, see, that's why I don't trust them already.
No, they've been around for a minute. ChatGPT's been a big thing for over a year now, probably a year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah.
But it's kind of scary how fast it's growing, and because like it can make videos now of stuff, custom videos. You don't know what's real online anymore. You see stuff all the time, and it's like, okay, that looks and sounds real, but I know it isn't. It's terrifying. So scary.
I'm good on all that, man.
You're not touching it?
No, I'm not touching it.
Rob don't need none of that Ultron stuff in it. By the way, have you watched Ironheart?
Yes.
How'd you like it? I'm on the last episode. I haven't watched the last episode yet. How'd you like it?
I liked it.
I thought it was good. I thought she did a good job, Riri.
Yeah, it's done a really good job. I'm shocked how they made her evil. Well, not evil, but doing
Yes, she
shit.
did. Yeah, she was I was very unlike what she was in the comics.
Yes. So that was a shocking part. I was like, you making her out to be a little semi-villain right now?
Yeah, she got hooked up with the bad crew and stuff, and then the guy from Transformers was like a demon. That was weird, man.
Yeah.
But I liked it. I thought it was cool.
I thought it was cool.
Props to Sacha Baron Cohen. We finally got Mephisto.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm 4 episodes in. So
okay, well he shows up.
Okay.
And I'm like, all right. So then they have to explain what the hood is and the cloak and stuff, and yeah. So we finally get there. Which, by the way, Marvel's been teasing that for like 100 years. So,
but how do you feel about the character playing the hood?
I like that guy. I don't like him
too.
I don't like him as a character. I like him as an actor. He was in the most recent Transformers movie, and he was really good.
He was in
very
Transformers.
funny.
He was in Twister.
Rise of the Beasts. Yeah, he was in Twister. That's right. He was in the Twisters movie. Yeah, I think he's a great actor.
He's a great actor. But
I can't pull his name, but yeah.
I'm like, you can't have a pretty boy as the fucking hood.
No, yeah, he should have been way more. Yeah, like the fact that the more evil he got, the more like the veins and stuff started crawling up. I thought that was cool, but I mean that should have happened way faster. Like that, he should have been completely overtaken by it by the last episode. And I don't know, but it was okay. I thought it was good. Are you gonna go see Superman? Superman comes out today.
I'm gonna go see. I'm definitely gonna.
I'm gonna go see it. Rob's on the fence.
Yeah, I'm on the fence. Even though I
are you a Zack Snyder defender?
No. I just want to go see it because after watching F1 at the movie theater, I'm like, oh shit, you got to watch fucking movies at the movie theater now. Even though you got the 100-inch TV, it ain't the fucking same. So I might go see it. I really want to go see Jurassic Park.
I've heard mixed things, but I'll go see Jurassic. I like a Jurassic Park movie though.
Yeah, I do too.
I'll always
I even
go
watch
see
the
Jurassic
cartoon,
Park.
so I don't care what people say because my like for instance, what did we go see that we watched Sinners the other night.
Oh, what'd you think of Sinners? I haven't seen it yet.
Everybody's been loving Sinners.
Yeah.
I was just okay with it.
Okay. Everybody's really
so
big on that movie.
It's so good. I thought because I was looking at it, I'm like, okay, this is them, but the southern dusk to dawn, when people turn into vampires, So I'm like, I thought it was a good movie, but when you hear people like, oh, it's the best movie ever, and then you watch it, your expectations are here.
And that's just it. Yeah, you got to go in with.
And
yeah.
so I had to go in with open. But I like the movie.
I think a lot of people. I think a lot of people that saw it early didn't really understand what it was going to be. Mm-hmm. So they were like, "Oh wow, this is way more than I thought it was going to be." So I think that's where the expectation came up. But if you go into something, and this is anything, thinking it's going to be everybody's, it's the best thing ever, it's never going to hit that. Mm-hmm. Like it's never.
Like I didn't like going to watch F1. I was like, and then I was like, oh, I liked it, So
yeah. I'm going into Jurassic Park with a low bar.
Me too.
And hopefully I enjoy it. And Scarlett Johansson's in it, so I can't not.
She's like number one now.
Oh yeah, no, she's like the highest grossing female lead or something like that.
Yeah, I think
Hollywood history or something like that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, she's brought in a lot of
married
money.
her.
Dude, there's a lot of reasons Colin Joe's married her, and I don't think box office numbers was on the list, but I got news.
Overachiever's number one.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, he outkicked his coverage by a lot. So.
I motherfucker did, like one of those commercials, Mountain Dew, when the woolly mammoth come up, or the snowman kicks the fucking ball goes.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did.
But by the way, yes, AI is going to kill all of us.
To bring it back to the point initially, yes, Ultron's coming. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Terminator will be here soon.
Dude, it's gonna happen. Mm-hmm. You know it's gonna happen. Like the fact that they're using AI in government computers, I'm like, this is a recipe for disaster. Where's Tom Cruise when you need him? I mean, he's got wasn't that the whole last two Mission Impossible movies trying to kill the AI? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's only a matter of time before one of them gets a nuke code and decides to blow something up to see what'll happen. Yeah. Sorry.
To understand, what is it like when the nuclear bomb really explodes in a populated area?
Yeah, I wonder what that's gonna be.
That's why I'm moving back to Alabama.
If they ain't coming for Andalusia.
They ain't coming for Andalusia. LA, that's probably top 5.
Oh, yeah, no, I think about that all the time. Atlanta, I'm like, I don't know.
Did y'all see the list that came out about potential places that, will get the revenge? And LA was not on the list. We're not top 10, but Atlanta was.
What you mean revenge for what?
What happened in Iran?
For Iran.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So they was like talking about all the cities that they would hit, and it was like there was a lot of places like I don't remember exactly, but it was like saying like Boise, Idaho, but I guess there's a nuclear plant or some stuff out there, and like. And
I did not see this list. No.
Yeah,
I'm terrified that we're on it though.
Yeah, Atlanta's on the list.
Of course,
but
we are.
LA
We're
is not.
On the list. Yeah. Well, they figure they're not going to do anything, and they're all going to get stuck in traffic in LA. So they're like, screw it, not even worth it.
Yeah, come on, I got room for you guys. Y'all leave Atlanta. I got room for you.
Look, I'm not LA. Well, I do want to visit LA. Oh,
you backtracked on that fast.
Well, I do want to visit LA.
But not after the nuclear bombs go off.
Yeah, I have a hard time.
Probably a bad time to go packing up and visit.
Atlanta's on Atlanta before LA.
Atlanta's on the list. Look it up because y'all have something.
Top of the list got to be New York, right?
DC.
Oh, DC makes more sense.
Well,
yeah, okay, DC makes more sense. Nation's capital. Yeah, but like,
DC.
Hey, I'm conditioned.
Yeah, some place in Virginia was like number 2. I guess it's some main military thing in Virginia.
Okay.
So,
yeah. Okay. I can see that. Quantico or whatever. But I'm conditioned in every horror and monster and action movie ever is that New York's going to go quick. Like I'm just conditioned on that.
It's just a bunch of fucking buildings. They all gonna fall on each other.
Independence Day. I mean, just Avengers, run them off. Just New York goes first every time. Every time.